All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being a great example towards younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations, and hopefully God they'll push this word and truth and its sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole elect of believers of listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Hashem Shai, the GMS Mississippi camp, brother Yashima to my right,
The Romeo Shar.
and what we want to go into today is how there's no cloak, okay, for the sins of our people. You know, when you look at, over the years, the scriptures speak about how the Lord winked at our ignorance, because you had a time, before the Holy Spirit was coming to the earth, and then you had a time before where the doctrine, it wasn't accessible, it wasn't made known. But now, in this society of convenience, where what scripture say knowledge has increased, well, the convenience of getting this truth has increased, and that was the main purpose of knowledge increasing was for this word to go forth, all right, and gather the elect for the destruction, you know. And our people that refuse to repent during this grace period, okay, then it's on the behalf, all right, that they just refuse this word, you know. To the Lord set it up to where it wasn't that you didn't hear this word, it's just that you refused it, okay, and that's going to be charged to you in the time to come. All right, so let's get that in another thing.
This is John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yep.
If you were of the world will love its own.
Yeah, if you was of the world will love its own. And we have to understand that the hatred that we get, you know, the hatred that we receive, because we got a standard that we stand on. And see, our people love gray areas. And that's why you have these other camps. They create these gray areas within their doctrine because Jake is comfortable in those gray areas. See, Howard Shot make our people uncomfortable, man. Because Howard Shot come with a standard, an expectation, okay, accountability, and Jake hate that. Jake hate to be called out. All right, Jake hate to be wrong. All right, and then Jake hate to be disciplined, man. And that's what Howard Shot is all about because hey, this is nation building. This is starting an empire. Okay, and Jake wants nothing to do. See, Jake wants the perks that come with being in power, but Jake don't want to take the discipline, the accountability, and the responsibility come with it. That's what Howard Shy is drilling in us during this grace period, man. Like,
Right? Because like you said, how we should make our people uncomfortable. When it comes to coming out of the ways of this world. But that's really what growth is. In order to grow, you have to go through. You have to be uncomfortable.
mhm,
I think it's even a quote that say, "Growth is uncomfortable because you've never been there before."
mhm,
So in this lifetime that we live in, we done been westernized, and now in order to grow into, like you said, the benefits of having the kingdom and rulership, we have to be uncomfortable, you know. And a part of that uncomfortability is going against the world, and the world coming against you, or the world pushing back.
yeah,
It says, "If you were of the world will love its own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you."
yep. So the elect, okay, heard this word, and through faith, what do? We repented. We started to change our conduct, started to become new creatures, think different. So the interests that we had in the world, we don't have those interests anymore. So by default, we was called out of this world. See, it's our belief system that separates us, our mindset, our expectation, because we have an expectation beyond this, man. And you get the expectation from belief in this word, conforming to your house shot, man. You got
Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant, his servant is not greater than his Lord.
yep.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
Yep. So if it's meant for you to believe the word, you believed it then and you believe it now. But if you was back then persecuting your house shot in the ministry, you're back doing the same thing. And you can tell the spirit is making it obvious, man. You know, because all of a sudden there's just this big rebellion against your house shot at the end of this thing, man. And the men that your house shot set up. Because they was doing the same thing back then. Okay, those exact men that the Apostle Paul was writing about, Yahushua was warning about, they're back now. And see, the thing is it's going to go into now. There's a record of these men, and why these men are doing in real time, you're being told about. Okay, but a lot of you Israelites, you know, you like these men because they create these comfortable gray areas for you, man. Okay, but you're not going to have the luxury of acting like you didn't know that these men were off. Okay, you got
But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me.
it.
If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin.
But now they have no cloak for their sin. Read that in the NLT.
I was just looking at it. It says they would not be guilty if I had not come and spoken to them, but now they have no excuse for their sin.
Now they have no excuse. Okay, look what Jake is doing, man. Okay, you got Jake, you got Whack 100 on the way to the ISUBK Passover. All right, you got some Jakes on the corner talking about some Grand Marcarar. Okay, you got Jakes telling you that the writings of Paul are not authority. Like these men are wilding out. Israel is turning into a goddamn Saturday Night Live skit, man. You know, like Jake is really out here wilding, and you're being told and warned about these men constantly, man. And you keep following these men that create these comfortable gray areas, it's going to lead to Howard Shah holding you accountable himself, man.
When they have another fashion show, the Passover.
Yeah. You know, it's like what Yahweh Shah stands for don't mean nothing to Israel, man. You know, but niggas, all right, love gray areas. They love nigga culture. Was you just watch that video? Nigga culture hasn't produced nothing. But our people that knows they're Israelites, they can't let that shit go. People in the world, like it's Jake in the world that let that shit go. But Jake that knows they Israelites, like they can't let that shit go, man. It has produced nothing. Okay, we all thought it was cute and the way to be at the time. Okay, we thought Esau had us enchanted. Like there was a way of prosperity. Like you was the alpha male. Like we was all deceived. But as you grow older as a man, all right, you see there's a very, very inefficient way to live, man. Okay, and exist in the earth. But niggas cannot shake that shit. But you've been told if you still trying to be a rapper, 2024, after all the information that's come out, you got no cloak for your sin. All right, because there's no cloak for your sin. It cover everything. You know. Let's you can say something.
I said I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, bring it out.
This 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Shah, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
Yeah, all things are become new. And what you see with a bunch of Israelites is they just want to run with the identity, and it's just another, pretty much to them, this is just another clique, okay, that they've joined. Another community that they've joined. All right, you got ISUBK talking about the all black party for the Passover. All black party, Howard Sharp represents light. Like nigga culture, that's the real. But see, that's spiritual, man. So them niggas have an all black party during the Passover. That shows you that they're still in darkness, man.
Yeah.
We in the light. You see, but Jake still celebrate the darkness, man.
So they never fully became a new creature.
No.
They never fully made that transition within their mind to let go of this world. And that's why the world accepts them. You have Jake outside of this, and they'll see what they got going on and accept that before they accept the truth of how Yahweh Shah really is and how he want order things to be ordered. The world will still accept them as their own.
And then you can tell what they drawing in. The all black party, okay? Uh, free babysitter,
Mm-hmm.
all right? Food, okay? You drawing in niggas. That's why certain even certain clubs they have dress codes to deter niggas,
Yeah.
but they doing everything to draw niggas in. You see, and you Israelites, you sit there, you follow it, cause Jake like to play. Jake want to play their ignorant card, so they won't have to be accountable, man. But nah, man, the Lord making sure that you do not have that luxury, okay, of being ignorant of anything, man.
Or loopholes.
Yeah, nah, man.
Yeah, we good on it.
Get that in Proverbs 1 and 20.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openness of the gates.
And see, the Lord got it so set up to where look how strange men look in these cities, with garments, bringing the word out, the signs with the stick. The Lord got it that it looks strange, but see, it stand out. How many of our people have rolled past and just seen those men personally, man? You see, the Lord got everything set up strategically, man. And a lot of people are being condemned in these latter days. So the Lord has all this wisdom and understanding right at your disposal, man. Right there in the city near you, man. Okay, YouTube search away. All right, or just those videos. It's so many that they pop up in the algorithm to where they one thumbnail away. You know?
And then too, if the Lord did it without making it flash, like
Yeah.
like he said about John, like I think Howard Shah said about John. He's saying that who did you expect to go see? Someone with the flashy clothes or such a this and such a that. But no, you went out there to see a actual prophet. And that's how you got it set up. Like you said, in these days, he got it set up to where the men are teaching. We in just regular rags and stuff. We're not flashy, and still it catches the eyes of the people.
Yeah. Then the ones that are flashy that do catch the masses, they ain't right,
Hmm.
and you're being told they're not right. Because that was the way the Lord test Israel's integrity, man. Okay, because niggas are drawn to shiny things. Niggas are drawn to uniforms. Okay, because the Lord didn't want that, man. The Lord wants you to be drawn to belief in His word, man. Okay, you got it.
It says, "She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openness of the gate. In the city she uttered her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, how long will you simple ones love simplicity, man? Go ahead.
And the scorners delight in their
And
scorning."
the scorners delight in their scorn. Okay, because like I say them jakes that made, them jakes that be making them little spoofs of brothers at camp. All right, that's a condemnation against you because they know that they show that you're aware. All right, their teaching is going out. You're aware that the men out, but for you to be, you know, to imitate those men, that means you listen, you
Mhm.
heard. Okay, so it's gonna be no cloak. And you simple ones, like you've been told, because even you've been told who you were. All right, you've been told you was Israelite. You're not gonna be able to say you was never told you was an Israelite. Even had rappers rapping about being an Israelite. You can't say you didn't know that the so-called white man was the devil, that he was an Edomite. Okay? Hey, there's a heavy exposed campaign on this devil, man. All right? And well, guess what? Niggas still gonna be simple and go vote. Okay? After you've been told these things. You can't say that you didn't know that this group was going off. When you've been constantly warned about these men and all these videos rebuking the madness of these men, showing you the contradiction of these men. Okay? You're not gonna be able to say you didn't know. All right? You ain't gonna say you didn't know about World War III and the prophecies and all the sea hill. You ain't gonna be able to say you didn't know what the MOTB was. All this being taken away, the Lord making it to where you niggas just gonna be guilty, man. You know? You got it, bro.
It says, "And the scorners delight in their scorning,
Yep.
and fools hate knowledge.
Yep.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you."
Yep. So the Lord is pouring out His Spirit through His men. He's pouring His Spirit on His men, and His men is pouring, all right, their Spirit, all right, unto the masses, man. Okay. This is a daily thing. It's an hourly thing, man. There's new material constantly going up, man. Okay. So the Lord, and then the Lord making it plain because it's men that talk like you, look like you, okay, come from the same backgrounds you come from, okay. So the Lord put the truth right in your lap, man.
And a lot of them your family members,
Yep,
or close relatives, friends, neighbors.
yep, exactly.
So,
Somebody cousin, little
yeah,
brother, big brother.
because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
Mhm.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
Yep. So this is a refusal of the word. It's not you. It is, the Lord say He went. See, the Lord made sure that it was plenty, plenty of grace period for this word to go forth, man. Okay, plenty of platforms. You know this that even if you heard, because you can hear you're an Israelite on social media. Jake got little stuff on their tags, and you know you hear you're an Israelite everywhere, man. Okay, go ahead.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Yep,
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind,
yep,
when distress and anguish cometh upon you,
yep.
then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me.
Yeah, because you wasted your time. The grace is run out. See, grace is gonna eventually run out. You know, and a nigga mindset is to procrastinate to the last minute. You know, it was one Jay came by the camp a few years ago, and he was walking by, and he stopped, and he was dialoguing. You know, we tell you had been listening, and he had been listening for 3 years. All right, but he was on his way to a Christmas parade, man. You know, and Jake think they gonna be able to just put the truth in the back pocket, and then when all hell breaks loose, they think they gonna be able to snatch the truth out. Nah, man, it don't work like that. Okay, what's that? Ciroc 5 and 7. You can say something.
Uh, Rock 5 and 7.
Yeah,
You can't use something that just like again a study guide. If you ain't been studying when the time comes, you don't have the answers. You ain't gonna be able to just pull them out and just automatically know or guess. What the Lord got coming to the earth is not a multiple choice question. You gotta fill in the blanks. This is Sirach chapter 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day.
they putting that off from day to day. You know, and a lot of people they hear this word and they agree with things, but then they just so caught up in the cares of this life, man. You know, they so caught up in building on this side, man. But really, we not in the spirit of building. We just here to maintain, man. Maintain ourselves until this shit collapse, man. And pray for mercy, man. In those times, every brother, sister's gonna have different portions, within this ministry, man. But our people are so caught up, trying to build and, in the cares of this life and trying to enjoy, the convenience, of Babylon that they put the word on the background, man. You know, but there's gonna come a time when that's gonna be you're gonna see that was the worst decision that could ever be made, man. To be unprotected in these times that we coming into.
Your mind's subject to all the different devices that's going on. You gonna have fear, doubt, worry. Your mind gonna be subject to all these different emotions because the Lord is preparing His elect. The hopeful elect to not be subjected to those different emotions and effects of what's going on. He's making their mind prepared, so when these things come, it's more of an expectation rather than a surprise.
Yep. You go from agreeing with the word to, believing, having faith, and like you say, then it becomes an expectation.
Hmm.
Like, what nigga, because you can agree with somebody and you really don't have a foundation, but then you start believing, you become solid. Then it becomes a point to where you fully persuaded. So now it's just like, win.
Right.
You just waiting on the win. You know what it is, you just waiting on the win now, you know.
And it's gonna be a natural reaction to when it actually starts happening, versus, like I said, a surprise. The Lord's not really big on surprising his remnant, his select. He always let you know. It says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed,
Mhm.
and perish in the day of vengeance."
Because our people, there's a false sense of security within this society. There's people that sleep good at night because they have 401k stacked up, you know, because they have a particular career, particular status, you know, businesses going on, they got that entrepreneur spirit, they movers and shakers, and a lot of people they're secure in those things, man. Okay, and they think a lot of our people think they have this thing figured out, man. You know, but there's no answer for the wrath of the Lord, man, except the Lord's mercy. And why Scripture tell us to warn them from me. you know, yeah, warn them about the famines and the wars and the violence and the civil unrest and the wild beasts and apparitions, blackouts. Yeah, warn them about that, but ultimately warn them from me, cause all that comes from the Lord. And the only thing that can deliver us from the Lord's wrath is the Lord's mercy, man. You know, and our people they're taking this grace period not to be familiar with their power. And it's going to be bad for them, man. You know, um, let's go from there. Let's get yeah, you got yeah, bring it up. Come.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee."
Because thou has rejected knowledge. you know, that's the mindset of our people is that they rejected knowledge, man. you see, so it ain't that they because in order to reject something, you got to hear it. You know, you got to hear it, and then it means you conceive it enough to reject it, man. You
Mhm.
know,
Going back to what you said, they had no cloak for it, because
yeah,
you understood what was going on, and you made the decision to turn away from it. That's going into the rejection, because like you got like we got in Proverbs 1, the Lord said He had His hand stretched out, and
mm,
you regarded you basically said, this ain't important to me. So this is what the Lord say about that. It says, "Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children."
yep. So you're going to see old houses, okay, Israelite men, women, children. They're going to be tormented. They're going to be tortured by the Lord's anger, man. All right, because of their lack of repentance during the grace period, man. And the truth has come. Like I say, the truth that's coming out in every way. And brothers go into all type of topics, man. Every topic, man, that you can think of concerning life, concerning this word, concerning the history, the current events. Okay, brothers don't went into. All right, and are constantly going into the time of the famine of the word, man. You know, but no one can say that the Lord was unjust. Okay, when it came to making His word convenient, man. All right, I say He made it extremely convenient, man. okay, uh, I'm gonna get this real quick, brothers. Gospel. This the brother GMS Virgin Island Straight Gate. It's on 2 Timothy 2:19. It said, "Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach depart from iniquity, man.
Right.
You got
And like you said, the foundation of Yahweh Shai is sure, because we understand those that have this knowledge, that have the name, that have the true doctrine, they understand the requirements and expectations of what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai expects of you. And this is what we're rehearsing and we're living to the best of our ability, practicing, because we understand that in that time the Lord is going to show mercy, and we have hope that He'll show mercy upon us. We have hope that we won't fall into that category of the Lord's judgment, and during that time we're not going to be making hasty decisions in a time of trouble. We're not going to be just making a decision based off of the circumstance. We're going to actually assess the situation as if Yahweh Shah was guiding us directly, like walking us like hand by hand.
mm,
This is going to be the mindset of the elect. That's why I say everyone that name with the name of Yahweh Shah, what it say?
back to it. 2 Timothy 2 and 19. All right, it's the brother Nabala, GMS Virgin Islands, Great Gate. Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standing sure, having this seal. The Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of Messiah depart from iniquity.
Depart from iniquity. So going into departing from this world, because Yahweh Shai knows who is his, and those that's of Yahweh Shai, they know his voice. So their name of the name, which their name comes with a reputation and an expectation, and they're departing from the ways of this world.
Yeah, another one. You can break it down, bro. It's Tazamach. Um, yeah, Tazamach, Yasharala too. It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right. Remember the creator now in the days of thy youth. Basically, in the time that we in now in this grace period, be sure to be very careful to attend to the demands of Yahweh Shah, because now is the time where the Lord, He builds you up, He tests you, He, like the brother said, He tests your integrity, because all these tests and all these trials that we go through, and the time that we had to learn is for a specific reason. It's for a specific time, which is those evil days that they said, why the evil days come not. Because we're going to be applying everything that we learn, everything that we've acquired during this grace period in the time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to be helping us move. You know, we're going to be moving different from the world, and even having the knowledge and understanding that a standard is going to be lifted. You know, that encourages even more to be able to face the dangers that's coming through it throughout Jacob's trouble.
Mhm. That we've been prepped for these times. This grace period is prepping us to, move in faith. That's why we constantly go through all these different situations where the Lord, just requiring us to have that faith. So faith is going to be reaction, for those that believe now. Okay, and in that time, you ain't gonna be able to just snap into faith, man. It's gonna be how it's something that we're exercising now. That faith and trust in Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, like the brother getting into, man. Okay, and like I say, you see this. Then that's how they do Jesus Christ. Like this society, pretty much they go live their life based off their own standard. They let the world chew them up. They become broke down and used up. Then they want to bring that old busted down version of themselves to Christ. That's how they do Christ. But the Lord, when you hear this word, man, He wants you dead. Because that's where the sacrifice come in at, man. Brothers don't sacrifice certain ambitions and careers and opportunities and business moves that they could have did. Brothers made that sacrifice early, man. Brothers could have been on the scene, just really been living that, their playboy life. Like brothers really sat down, man. When we heard this word, like the spirit had us to sacrifice those things, man. But this world, that's the mindset of this world is to not give up nothing but expect everything.
Yeah.
No, man. If you hear that the Lord require a fatted sacrifice, man. That's why you gave him the first fruits. Okay? You give him the first, the best. Okay? So that's why a lot of brothers come in the prime of their bachelor life, man. When you can really cut up in Babylon, man.
Yeah,
You know,
you can really make moves.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You see,
And he redirected that energy you would have put into the world into for this ministry.
yep, yep. So that's the point, about that time, bro. So Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified once again. I'm gonna give all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, rule well, teach well, being great examples towards your brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully, shalom.
So